Kasterko, Labels and Masks. Labels and Masks, Ken Kasterko.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, honored guest, fellow Toastmasters, and judges. I want you all to imagine you have a label that you would have made to wear to a convention. Everybody puts their name on those labels, but I want you to take that label and I want you to put it aside. I want you to put it on your desk for a second here. And I want to talk to you about labels and masks. Labels and masks. Everybody has been labeled something in their life. Is that right? You've been labeled in a positive way or you've been labeled in a negative way, but you've all been labeled. The positive labels could be that you were outgoing, you're gregarious, you're fun, you're slim, you're handsome. They happen, right? The negative ones could be you're shy. You don't measure up. Maybe you're too big, you're fat. Maybe you're lazy. Maybe you just don't measure up. Well, I know that labels in my life and my story have had a huge consequence and a huge benefit to me in my life. The thing about labels that really stand out to me is the more that you're labeled, the more you tend to put on a mask to match those labels. That mask gets affirmed on your face, and if it's a negative label, everything that hits this mask stays on the mask. Let me give you a story. I was a very young child when I started getting labeled. I don't know if we remember. Who remembers 5 years old? But you know, you get labeled very early in life. I was labeled fun, funny, outgoing, personable. My dad would use those labels to me, and they were good, and I took them on. Problem is, my adult life, I got older, I would look at those labels, and I would be outgoing and funny, and everybody would look at me and say, you know, you need to be in sales. You know, you should work with the people. You should own your own business. Has anybody ever heard that kind of stuff before? I have. I took that on. I got to tell you something. Business for me, you don't want me handling your business. I may look good right now. You don't want me handling your money. And quite frankly, you really do not want me running a sales crew for you because we'll have way too much fun and not make you any money. But those are the labels that I took, and I fixed them on my chest. And the mask came on. The jobs came, good sales jobs, good sales jobs. I'd be really wealthy today if I could actually sell. But what really happened is I would get sales, I would get people giving me accolades, I would get people telling me how great of a job I was doing. And guess what got all of those? The mask. The mask got all of the accolades. The mask got all of the things that were good. And I got nothing. Because I love people. I need to be in relationships with people. I am not a shark. I'm just not the way that I operate. So what I want to challenge you guys to do today is find out, what label have you been labeling yourself? If you are labeling yourself something that's not your identity, your authentic self, then your mask that you have fixed is getting all of the accolades. And so the challenge is how do we take off that mask and you act according to who you truly are? And I want to tell you right now, it's called passion. Passion is the thing that gets you to do things that you're not currently doing right now because of masks. How do you relabel yourself? Passion. The first thing that I'd like to talk to you about in that and changing it is a thing I call taking the lid off. Lid, L. Look at what you're spending. Where's your credit card statement say? What do they say about you? What does your spending habits say? There's keys to your passion and what you like to spend money. What do you dream about spending money on? There's passion tucked inside those credit card bills. Some of you are saying, right. You don't know, you haven't seen my credit card bill. The second thing that you need to look at is identify. Identify what you talk about. If you're around your friends, you're talking about something, identify what that is. What do you like to teach? I like doing this. This is what I like to do. I like to connect with people. The third thing is I want you to act. Do something. If you find something that you're passionate about, do it. Don't think about it. Thinking about passion won't get you anywhere. Passion is locked up in your heart. So you have to bring your heart out. You have to uncover the heart, which is painful for some of us to do because of what? All the labels that we've had affixed on our chest. Labels happen. We label others, people label us. They just happen. It's human nature. I want to challenge you today to take the lid off. I want to challenge you today to do something you've never done before. Take a label in your mind, and I want you to put something on that label. I want you to put whatever it is that first comes to your mind that's positive. And I want you to put it subconsciously, I want you to put it on your chest. And then before you leave today, I want you to tell somebody about it. I want you to act. I want you to do something about it. Who here remembers Susan Boyle? There is a prime example of someone who had labels and masks. And she came out on Britain's Got Talent, and everybody's jaw hit the ground because she didn't look at all like she should have, did she? She didn't. Till she sang, you had no clue. In fact, you thinking this is the worst possible scenario. They're going to kick her right off this stage. But she wowed you, didn't she? She made some of you cry. She was amazing. My name is Ken Kasterko. And I love people. Thank you.